Good morning, students. Today's topic is the rise of nationalism in Europe. In this module, we will be discussing the French Revolution, the age of revolutions 1830 to 48, unification of Germany and Italy, imperialism and colonialism. So let's start from French Revolution. On 14 July 1789, hungry and angry crowd had attacked over the storming Bastille jail, releasing all the political prisoners. This is considered as the beginning of French Revolution. We all know that King Louis XVI was ruling over France, but under his rule, the common people of France were treated very badly. By this caricature also it's clear that the third estate or the common people had to carry the burden of first and second estate of clergies and nobility and had to pay heavy taxes for their luxurious life. During that time only, the hungry women also started attacking over the bakers and other hoarders and attacked over Versailles, called as the March on Versailles, and this date was 5th October 1789. And after this French Revolution, you can say the Bourbon dynasty was removed and it transferred into the hands of a ruler called Napoleon Bonaparte. So that only resulted in the rise of nationalism. So here in this module we will be discussing the first expression of nationalism, formation of collective identity, stress on language, the word spreads and the rule of Napoleon. The first expression of nationalism started with the French Revolution in 1789, in which the monarchy was transferred and its sovereignty was given to its citizen. It was proclaimed that people would be shaping their own destiny, and this idea spread from France to other parts of Europe also. As soon as this change of ruling had come, lots of steps were taken to create the sense of collective identity or unity among the people, like new terms called La Patrie and La Citoyenne were introduced. According to that, fatherland and the citizen. A new tricolor flag was designed, replacing the former royal flag. Estate Generals was elected by the citizens and it was renamed as the National Assembly. New hymns were composed for country and martyrs were praised and welcomed everywhere. They were commemorated. Let's see if you are able to answer this question. The year in which the French Revolution took place was 1889, 1789, 1788 or 1776. The answer is 1789. The French Revolution took place in 1789 AD. Now stress on language. As soon as Bourbon dynasty was removed, the French was declared as the national language. It was supported and other local dialects were discouraged. A uniform law for all the citizens was created, abolition of internal customs and duties were done, and a new common system of weights and measures was adopted. This idea of nationalism started spreading to other parts of Europe also. Jacobin clubs, or you can say revolutionary clubs, were set up by the students and educated middle class into different parts of Europe. And our French army also moved to Holland, Belgium, Switzerland and Italy to bring the ideas of nationalism. The rule of Napoleon. The Bourbon dynasty was removed and the power came into the hands of a dictator called Napoleon. He became the monarch of France in 1804. He occupied large territories in Europe and he brought lots of administrative changes which were rational and efficient. Napoleon demolished the feudal and manorial system to bring rational changes in the life of common people, and these administrative changes are called as the Civil Code of Napoleon or Napoleonic Code of 1804. Some of its important points are: he removed all the privileges based on birth, established equality before the law, and secured the right to property. These ideas he implemented to Dutch Republic, Switzerland, Germany and Italy also. Through this flowchart, you are easily able to understand the Civil Code of Napoleon: abolishing the feudal system, simplifying administrative divisions, removing manorial dues, removing guild restrictions or the business group restrictions, which were not allowing the outsider business people to do the business in France, and it also improved transport and communication systems. Napoleon, not only in France but other parts of Europe also, he did a lot of work, like he abolished the feudal system in Dutch Republic, Switzerland, Italy and Germany. He introduced the standardized weights and measures and a common national currency. Now, reaction towards Napoleon. In the beginning, Napoleon's army was welcomed everywhere in Holland, Switzerland, in cities like Brussels, Mainz, Milan and Warsaw. But slowly, this started converting into hostility. Lots of reasons were there, like increased taxation, censorship, and the people were forced to join the army. So because of this, now common people, instead of welcoming the French armies, started considering them as their enemies. Let's see if you are able to answer this question. The Code of Napoleon was implemented in 1802, 1804, 1805 and 1806. The correct answer is 1804. The Code of Napoleon was implemented in 1804. Now, downfall of Napoleon. We all know that Napoleon was a very ambitious ruler. From an ordinary soldier, he had become the ruler of France. But everything, whatever goes up, has to come down also. He had captured lots of European countries, but in this way he had created many of the enemies also. His downfall started slowly after, you can say, 1813. In this photo also you can see his army had to retreat due to the cold bitter wind in Moscow, and an alliance was created against France by Britain, Russia, Austria and Prussia. Napoleon was defeated in 1813 at the Battle of Leipzig. That, you can say, was actual downfall of Napoleon. After that, Napoleon was defeated in 1815 and the Bourbon rule was restored in France. Napoleon was exiled to Elba. Napoleon's second trial. Napoleon escaped from Elba and ruled for 100 more days. People welcomed the hero but not the dictator, and here also he formed a constitution. He fought a few more battles, but finally he lost at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815. He was imprisoned and sent to the island of St. Helena, where he died on 5th May 1821. So that was, you can say, was the end of Napoleon. So till here we have discussed how nationalism started and spread. Common people removed Bourbon dynasty and made Napoleon as the new ruler. Napoleon brought lots of changes in France, creating a sense of unity among the French people as well as many parts of the European countries. So in next class we will be discussing the age of revolutions 1830 to 48. Means how these incidents at France had inspired many of the other European countries also to bring nationalist ideas into their own areas. I hope till here you all must have understood. So this part we will be discussing in the next class. Till then, see you.